Remember when I said I was going to do a follow-up video like the day after surgery? Remember that? Yeah? No. Oh, no. In fact, it's about like 2 to 3 weeks later. And the next brace you see me wearing, well, that's what they give you to get you home when you're driving. Excuse me, when you're riding in the car, because you can't drive for about a month. Okay, I'm going to give you the full, blatant details, truthfully and honestly, of the surgery. It's called the anterior cervical discectomy fusion. If you're worried about the procedure, don't be. Truthfully, this is coming from a person who's scared of needles, which is actually the only thing you really have to worry about if you're scared of needles, like I am. And even still, they give you some sort of numbing cream or spray the day of the surgery to inject the IV, so you don't feel anything. You really don't. If you do, it's in your mind. And when I say don't worry about the surgery, all you have to say is tell them, hey, I'm really anxious about the procedure. They'll give you an extra set of sedatives that will knock you the out. I'm talking like world star knockout, like knockout game kind of knockout. I'm really mean like you got knocked the fuck out kind of knockout, okay? They are so strong that all I remember was laying in bed watching Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny with my wife sitting next to me, and the next thing right after that, I'm sitting up in a bed with a neck brace with a whole bunch of nurses around me cheering for me like I just got off a roller coaster, like, yay, good job, welcome back, you did great.
Yeah, well, I was just passing, but just passing.
And that's it. When I tell you these drugs are that strong, even the next day, because you will be staying overnight, the next day I kind of noticed there was a tube hanging out of my neck.
That is disgusting!
Running into a vial, draining the excess blood.
Shut up! Oh, I ain't listening to you.
From the insertion site into the vial. And when I looked down and saw it, I didn't care. Didn't even bother me. I was like, hey, look, neck, tube, neck, wow. Didn't even matter. Now, during your overnight stay, you're going to run into a little issues. Coming off the anesthesia, you're going to get a little dizzy, maybe. You're going to get a little nauseous, maybe, depending on who you are. Now, watch how that comes back to play. During your overnight stay, the nurse is going to come in and check on you to make sure you're okay, and they're going to make sure that you're not retaining more than 300 cc's of urine in your bladder. And they say, for you to expel this, just get up and walk around. That's pretty much how you get it going. Ha ha! Here comes the problem. Remember, nauseous, dizzy. When you sit up, you're dizzy. When you try to walk, you get nauseous. So you pretty much can't move. Thus, you really can't get the urine going. But don't worry, they have a way of helping you. It's called a catheter. Now, for those who don't know what a catheter is, imagine a Starbucks stirring straw being put down the wrong way of your pee hole / urethra all the way to the bottom until it hits the bladder.
Say what?
Oh, okay. What? Now, I don't know if this is a common thing, but normally it's common when the patient is asleep. You're going to be wide awake for this. Are you crazy? Are you going to try to stick a Home Depot gardening section down my stuff? When I tell you, I was literally doing chest compressions on my balls to get the urine out of my body. Needless to say, I didn't have this problem because guess what? I got the pee out my body. So if you ever run into this problem, be prepared to do that. CPR on the testicles relieves this problem. Take it from here.
Man, stop! This whole conversation is making me uncomfortable.
Now, I'm out of surgery, I'm out of the hospital, and here comes another problem. The reason why I couldn't do the video. I found out that I had a stretched uvula. And now when I heard that, I got kind of pissed off. So I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. I went in for neck surgery. Who told you to go down there and start messing with my stuff down there? I already feel like I'm satisfying enough. I don't need to stretch the uvula. I'm man enough as it is. I did tell you the drugs are strong, right? Okay.
What the is wrong with you?
So again, for those who don't know, a stretched uvula is the part that's in your throat, okay? And what happens when they intubate you and put the tube in to help you breathe, because that's how far under you are with the medication, it has a tendency to get irritated. And when it does, it feels like there's a pill in the back of your throat that you just can't cough up. And the second you go to talk, if it hits your gag reflex, you're about to gag and vomit. Eating, almost impossible. Talking, not going to happen. Drinking, difficult. Even kind of like breathing, depending on how irritated it is, could be a little bit of a challenge. My suggestion, see, it's still there. My suggestion, contact your doctor, let them know how it feels. It's going to take about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks for it to actually calm down. But it will pass, trust me. What else? Oh, get used to sleeping upright. If you have a lazy boy, that's your best friend. Because when you lean back and lay flat in the bed, you feel the aches and pains start kicking in.
Oh, I'm hurt! Oh, my neck!
You're going to start feeling a lot of pain between the shoulder blades of your back.
My neck and my back! Oh!
Maybe even down your arm, you're going to still feel the achiness. Honestly, I think I'm recovering pretty well. I've looked online, and I see a lot of people still wearing their neck brace 2-3 weeks later after the surgery. My doctor's like, look, only wear it when you're going in the car and you're riding around in the car. I feel kind of lucky and blessed. You know, I pray for a speedy recovery for others who don't have the same kind of healing. But hey, I feel kind of lucky. Let me see, what else? Oh, do not lift anything more than 5 or 10 pounds. That'll only irritate the procedure and probably prolong your healing. So if you have a small child, get somebody to help you. You got a doggy, lift up, kick them, roll them out the door, something. Just do not touch them. Joking. You know, you got to be careful. Animal rights activists gets all crazy on you. Joking. Haha, clown. Don't worry about it. Other than that, don't worry about the procedure, really. I mean, if you look at the other video I did, I was panicked. You know, I read up on all the possibilities of being paralyzed, you know, the pain. It's really not that bad. Honestly, my doctor didn't even give me pain medication. He told me to take Tylenol and especially avoid ibuprofen, Aleve, and things like that, because those are actually blood thinners, and you don't want that to be a factor, because they don't want this to be a bleeding issue. Tylenol, acetaminophen, ibuprofen is Aleve. Acetaminophen does not promote bleeding or thinning of the blood, so that way it still takes the pain away, but you don't have to worry about something like that later on down the road. Honestly, that's really about it. And if you're worried about the procedure, don't be. Believe me, you will be knocked the hell out. I'm talking world star knockout. So that's pretty much it. I go see the doctor on the 7th, and I'll let you know what happens at that point. But until then, God bless and good luck. You're going to be fine.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.